Welcome, everyone. I'm Tracy Fitzpatrick, and I'll be your moderator today. Thank you so much for joining us here at Netcom Learning, a market leader in promoting lifelong learning, training, and talent development solutions. We are very excited to host today's session, AI, Data, and the Shift to Intelligent Workflows. Presenting today's topic, Ronald Clanton. Ronald is a cybersecurity consultant and trainer with extensive experience in delivering training and guidance across ethical hacking, penetration testing, and AI-driven cyber defense. Through his firm, U.S. Computer Support, he provides practical hands-on learning to help professionals strengthen their security posture and stay ahead of emerging cyber threats. With extensive experience in high-stakes tech environments, Ronald helps organizations build resilient defense systems and trains IT professionals to tackle emerging AI-driven cybersecurity threats. Please bear in mind that this is an overview of a very robust topic. We offer a collection of technical and business courses that can be tailored to your specific requirements. If you are interested in a further discussion, you can make an appointment with our learning consultants through our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is also being recorded, so you'll get free access to the recording in the next 24 hours via email. Netcom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to help them reach optimal performance results and address challenges. We do have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the Data and AI practice area. Netcom Learning offers a comprehensive training portfolio of courses for the topic being covered today. Our upcoming classes include various trainings on the given courses. You can also access a variety of marketing assets, such as the free training and blogs, by clicking on the available event handout. These offerings can be found with a simple search on our website at netcomlearning.com. This webinar is designed to help business leaders, IT teams, and forward-thinking professionals understand how AI and data together are reshaping modern workflows. As organizations move beyond siloed systems toward connected, intelligent processes, it's critical to adapt to a future driven by automation, real-time insights, and smarter decision-making. In this session, you'll explore real-world use cases, key shifts driving intelligent workflows, and practical frameworks to help your organization integrate AI and data effectively. Discover how leading enterprises are transforming operations, improving efficiency, and enhancing customer experiences, and unlocking scalable, data-driven productivity gains. Now I would like to give you a quick overview of the logistics before we get started. To begin with, you do have the option to view in full screen by clicking on the full screen button on the right side of the GoToWebinar viewer. Simply hit the escape key to exit the full screen. Everyone has been muted except for our presenters. Feel free to submit any questions you have for the presenters here in the questions pane, and we will address them at the end of the session. And to get the best out of today's events, we've included the slides, courses we talk about, and marketing assets in the handout section of your GoToWebinar viewer. You may refer to them at any time to get a better understanding of today's topic. And we do realize that some of you may have to leave early and want to let you know that as you do leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to take a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience and improve our future sessions for you. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. And now I'd like to pass this over to our trainer to present today's topic. Hey, Ronald, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Tracy. Let's start our webinar, AI Data and the Shift to Intelligent Workflows. My name is Ronald Clanton. I'm a senior technical trainer with Netcom Learning. I've been working with them for years. It's a wonderful place that has a dynamic learning structure across the board and cutting edge and giving you the leading knowledge and technical training that you need across the board. And I especially love the integration with the AI. And it was one of the leaders to start teaching AI from the beginning. So without further ado, and a few other things for me. I hold several certifications. I have a degree in cybersecurity engineering, and I also own a IT technical company. So I'm a technical trainer, and I also do the actual work, and I can code in 9 languages also. So thank you so much, and let's get started. Very excited. All right, our agenda. Why are workflows shifting in the AI plus data era? How intelligent workflows analyze, decide, and act. Real examples of AI improving business processes, common AI adoption mistakes to avoid, how to prepare for the shift, and at the end we have a live Q&A. So why are workflows shifting in the AI plus data era? So we have to understanding AI. What is AI? AI is the simulation of human intelligence by machines to perform tasks like learning, reasoning, and self-correction. It has become an integral part of our everyday lives. You cannot go by and see someone who doesn't have some type of AI companion on their on their phone, utilizing it. When you go to workplaces now, it's integrated, it's in use, and it should be. It creates a simplifies time. It has so many functions and structures to it. The learning process, the reasoning process, and the self-correction process. So as AI has evolved to be a paramount tool, again, it's a tool for us. And if you heard any of my other webinars, I always emphasize that we need to have the human oversight in artificial intelligence. But make no mistake about it, artificial intelligence is that tool to get the job done. It helps streamline things, keep the information across various departments, and makes just your life better when utilized in the best way and with proper training. The importance of AI in modern technology, innovation, AI's role in driving technological advancement, the societal impact, AI's influence on societal structures, global challenges, AI's potential to address global issues. So, integrating AI into the workflows moves beyond simple automation. It's about creating intelligent workflows that can sense, think, and adapt. While traditional workflows follow a rigid if this, then that logic, AI driven workflows utilize machine learning and natural language processing to handle unstructured data and make real time decisions. AI in everyday life. Our virtual assistants. I recently did a webinar in AI in healthcare, recommendation algorithms, smart homes and IoT devices, making sure having this work with this. The different AIs when I in my home or in offices, in my car, to be able to ask the AI the different questions and to be able to seamlessly work across and keep things together, whether it's scheduling, who I have to meet with, learning different things to be able to pivot from day to day activities. So, introduction to data science. I'm sure you've been hearing that word all over the place. And as a lot of students that I've taught who have gotten certification training, and that question comes up, well, we've got this: what is data science? Data science applies scientific methods and algorithms to extract insights from complex data, combining math, statistics, and computer science. It helps drive decisions, predict outcomes, and improve processes across industries. So, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. We look at our data science right here in the middle: the math and statistics, visualization, exploratory data analysis. Making sure that we understand that it combines all of these together and provides, it's the glue that makes the engine run. Data science life cycle. So we look here and we have our business problem understanding, our data collection, data cleaning and preparation, exploratory data analysis, feature engineering, machine learning, model evaluation, data visualization. The data science lifecycle is structured in the framework that transforms raw data into actionable insights. It includes stages like collection, preparation, and exploration, modeling, evaluation, deployment, and of course, maintenance. You have to make sure you maintain anything that you work with. That has been since the dawn of time. Each step ensures the accuracy, relevance, and impact of data driven decisions. This cycle bridges theory and practice, aligning analytics with organizational goals. Business intelligence, BI, business intelligence. So we look at the collection. Take a look at the illustration here. Our data engineering, obviously, data is binary, ones and zeros, the combinations that make up raw data. Analysis, reporting, BI tools. Business intelligence is the process of turning data into actionable insights to support decision making. It involves, number one, collecting organized data from various sources. Number two, storing it accessibly for real time use. And number three, analyzing and reporting it clearly to inform business strategies. Traditional versus modern BI. Traditional BI refers to the early methodologies used by organizations to analyze historical data and report on past performance. Modern business intelligence leverages advanced data analytics, AI, and cloud technologies to transform raw data into actionable insights for informed decision making in real time, comparing traditional and modern BI approaches. So let's take a look at the scales. Centralized data warehousing, real time data processing, static reports and dashboards, interactive visualizations, descriptive analytics focus, predictive analytics focus. We look at this, and as technology is always apparent to be improving, we can look at this and we can see how this works and now enhances our day-to-day operations with our modern workflows. The core components of AI workflows to build an effective, intelligent workflow um, has to have that data ingestion, that cognitive processing, decision logic, and action execution, triggering a API, generating a response, or updating a system a record. And when we think about decision logic, AI determines the next best action based on the process intent. With our cognitive processing using large language models, computer vision to interpret the data, examples: is this customer email a compliant or a feature request? Ingesting that data is gathering information from various sources, emails, sensor data, PDFs, or databases themselves. How intelligent workflows analyze, decide, and act. So, transitioning from traditional BI to AI powered BI, the application. AI powered BI enables organizations to move from historical data reporting to real time predictive insights, driving proactive decisions making across various industries like retail, supply chain, and the marketing. And how many times have we been hearing about the supply chain in the news? The impact: AI plus BI improves decision making speed, forecast accuracy, campaign ROI, and inventory management by providing real time insights, predictive analytics, and automated decision support, leading to enhanced operational efficiency and competitiveness, which is business is competitive. It is who is using the best tools, who is taking advantage of the tool at hand and the training, who has the trained staff, the skills. What do we hear a lot in the news? There isn't a lack of people. There's a lack of the skilled labor. And we have the AI. You have the tools to make your corporation, make your company, make yourself move forward. The BI framework. A business intelligence framework is a set of tools that enable the collection, storage, and analysis of data in a business. The three main pillars of this framework are data collection, data transformation, and data visualization. These together form the backbone of the BI system. And we take a look at our illustration here, business intelligence framework. Notice on the left-hand side, we have the extract, transform, load. We have our data warehouse and our metadata, data about data, and then the mart, data access and mart, getting data in the data warehousing, getting data out, data warehousing, processing, all of the information, all of the things working in there to work it seamlessly to make your job, to make everything so much better. Core capabilities of AI. Visual perception enables AI to interpret and understand images. Natural language processing allows AI to understand and generate human language. The decision making facilitates AI to make informed choices. Autonomous interaction enables AI to interact independently with the environment. One of the aspects of the last webinar that I just did was the interaction with the environment, with AI being able to help with the patient data and the interaction between the physician and the student or the patient. Basic concepts of AI: the ability of machines to automatically learn without being explicitly programmed. I absolutely love it. In college, when I was building bots and having all those different things, and then integrated it into my businesses, the bots, and making sure that it was all about that interaction, being able to have that back and forth. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning to keep continuously learning, adding the different intelligence, the information into the system, and being able to interact with a way so that perhaps the customer, one of the biggest complaints were artificial intelligence and customer service. It wasn't understanding what the customer needs were and putting in information. What are some of the main things customers would be calling in for according to your business? The ability of machines to simulate human behavior and take decisions intelligently like a human is the game changer. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, we are in this new industrial revolution. and it is here. This change is static and it's a permanent part of our life now. It creates an artificial neural networks which are capable of learning and taking decisions intelligently with the help of algorithms. Role of AI in enhancing BI: scalability, efficiently handles vast data volumes, improved accuracy and speed, faster and more accurate data analysis. Does anyone here in this webinar remember the large teams and the departments and having the meeting about the meeting? You have a meeting. Let's go back. Let's look at all the data, and then we'll reconvene at this date to be able to analyze and put this together. And then when that is put together, there's another meeting, I think, again, to put that data together. Not anymore. We have this tool available. Intelligent Insights identifies patterns and correlations. And personalization, one of the best features that I loved about artificial intelligence. One of the AIs that I use in my home office, and how I've been able to customize it, certain things to get to the point with different things and characteristics, and the help build has been just a godsend. Provides tailored customer experiences. Again, the customer service and how that has made it much better, and also alleviated a lot of the workload from customer service personnel, and to be able to answer those frequently answered questions. Fun fact: Netflix saves over 1 billion a year by using AI powered recommendations. Now that's BI at work. Think about that. How big is Netflix? And look at what they save with this. Remember, saving money is also making money. BI frameworks components: getting data in ETL, extracts, transforms, and loads raw data into the data warehouse. Metadata provides information about the data structure, the origin, and the usage. Data warehouse, central repository for storing, organizing, and consolidating transformed data. Getting data out, data access. Data marts provide targeted data for specific functions. Data access tools enable querying, reporting, and visualization. BI tools and features, dashboards, analytics, and OLAP tools for analyzing and visualizing data trends. The two-way flow. Data flows in through ETL processes in the warehouse and out for analysis. Real examples of AI improving business processing. So, our use case: enhancing healthcare outcomes with AI and predictive analytics. The application: so the AI and the predictive analytics in healthcare optimize patient care, resource allocation, and decision making by leveraging real-time data, predictive models, and business intelligence systems. So here's our impact. The impact of AI and predictive analytics in healthcare includes improved patient outcomes, reduced readmissions rates, optimized resource utilization, faster emergency responses, saving lives, and enhanced clinical decision making. Now, our real world applications of AI driven BI. So, retail and e commerce. We have our personalized recommendation. AI analyzes consumer behavior, purchase history, and browsing patterns to deliver tailored product recommendations. The dynamic pricing is, you have to stay competitive, right? AI adjusts the prices in real time based on market trends, competitor pricing, and consumer demand for maximum profitability. I have a retail business that is utilizing this very thing. One of the things I love about giving these webinars and providing this to you is that I can speak specifically as someone who actually utilizes all of this. So the healthcare predictive analytics analyzes patient data to predict disease outbreaks, identify high-risk patients, and suggest early interventions. Drug development accelerates the drug discovery. Think about the clinical trials and the personalized medicine by analyzing large data sets. Now, in our manufacturing, which has now become a um, a big model now, especially here in the United States, but across manufacturing, the predictive maintenance predicts equipment failures using sensor data to schedule maintenance and reduce downtime. Time is money. We've heard that term plenty of times, right? And let's talk about quality control. Inspects product quality in real time by analyzing production data to identify defects. The retail industry use cases for AI and BI. So let's talk demand forecasting. Demand forecasting. And we let's just face it, it's been a volatile time. The markets, the different things that are going on around the world, all of that affects everything that we do in business. And being able to stay agile with being able to forecast, adjust things, predict customer demand for inventory management. We're going into a new season here, and that's the objective. But how AI helps analyzes historical sales, seasonal trends, promotions, and external factors to generate real-time forecast. And the examples: grocery chain predicts demand for perishable goods. Think about how much money is lost by goods that are go bad, things that are not for sale, or whatever the case is. Well, now you have that tool to be able to analyze, gather that intelligence, provide that insight, and make the adjustments on the fly for you. Dynamic pricing: adjust prices in real time based on demand and market. Predicts price elasticity and adjust prices considering competition and sentiment. Sentiment. Some companies, we have to take into consideration the impact of social media and how that will impact our businesses. Airlines adjust fares based on demand and availability. We have that, we look at that, and being able to have the understanding of how we can fly, how we can do this. One of the things in the early career, go fly to provide training here or there, or whatever the case is. Understanding that and having that information available is a tremendous benefit for anyone. Fraud detection: identify and prevent fraudulent transactions. Monitors real-time transactions for anomalies using predictive analytics. Retailers detect unusual credit card activities. Inventory optimization: maintain optimal stock levels. Earlier, I remember decades ago, I had a business, and I thought I was doing so well because I would run out of inventory several decades ago, and I was like, oh man, it's my storefront. No, because then at that evening and afternoon, my inventory was so low. I didn't understand it then, and I wish I would have had this tool available back then with my storefront. But in a way, no, because would I be delivering this webinar now? So maintaining optimal stock levels are tremendous um, benefit. Analyzes demand fluctuations, supplier lead times, and logistical constraints. That was one of the things that adjustments and different things that if knew then what I know now. Apparel stores predict sizes and styles and demand. I own the that particular store. It was a clothing store, music, electronics items, and the apparel. I would sell out of different things, especially sports jerseys and certain outfits that were in season, or someone saw their favorite celebrity wearing that, and just the adjustments of not having that available, or the wait times when someone put in an order. A case study for MediHealth systems. So we take a look, transforming patient care with AI-powered predictive analytics. Our backgrounds, MediHealth Systems, a U.S. healthcare provider, sought to enhance decision-making using AI-integrated BI tools. So the organization, MediHealth Systems, industry healthcare. The problem statement: challenges included delayed patient care, missed predictive insights, and operational inefficiencies. Proposed solution: the AI enhanced BI performed implemented, including data integration, predictive analytics, real time dashboards, and resource optimization. Now, here are our outcomes: reduced readmissions rates by 25%, improve patient care by 15%, reduce costs by 20%, and enable quicker, more accurate decisions. So reliable sources. Take a look at the URL here, and take a minute to grab this URL so that you can take a look at this and look at the information. These are the things and kind of those. Hey, let me check this. Again, here's your URL. All right, let's keep moving. Common AI adoption mistakes to avoid. Social media monitoring via external unstructured data. Objective: learn how companies monitor online sentiment using unstructured social media data. Simple explanation: AI tools scan posts from platforms like Twitter or Instagram to analyze public sentiment. Core AI technologies: unstructured data, data without a fixed format, images, text. The external data sourced from outside the organization. And let's not forget text mining, extracting insights from social media posts. Can you imagine having a team and a whole bunch of people trying to do this? This is how it used to work. Examples: Zomodo analyzing customer feedback from Twitter. The learning highlights: unstructured data can be messy, but provides valuable insights. Data sources: a data source is where data is originally created or first digitized. Even flawless data counts as a source if accessed by another process. Sources include static databases or files, streaming internet data, real time equipment measurements, and scraped web data. Look at the illustration that we have here. Our CSV files, Excel files are structured. We look at the unstructured data, supplier C, and the insights. Aggregating all of this data together to make sure that it's streamlined and that it's seamlessly enumerated into a state that you can utilize this to enhance your business and know which way to go, and also be able to predict some of the different aspects of where you would like to tweak different things within your business. Database. For databases, the client sends SQL queries to the client manager, which forwards them to a query manager. The query manager interprets the query and coordinates with the data manager to retrieve or modify the data. Results then flow back through the same path to the client. This modular process ensures efficient data handling and clear separation of roles. Let's look at our illustration. Advantages and disadvantages of databases. So let's go through the pros. Efficient data management, data integrity, enhanced security, data sharing, scalability. The cons, the complex setup, high initial costs, maintenance requirements, performance issues, security vulnerabilities. Challenges of BI. So, data quality and integration. Inconsistent or outdated data affects BI reliability. That has always been the case with everything in business, not having the right intelligence, not having the right information. The example, difficulty consolidating data from ERP, CRM, and APIs. Data security and privacy, ensuring data protection and compliance with privacy regulations like GDPR and CCPA. Our examples are protecting sensitive data from breaches in financial institutions. Real-time data processing, high infrastructure costs and maintaining data accuracy in real-time systems. Delays in sales analysis due to slow data processing. Now, our scalability and cost management, managing growing data volumes while balancing costs, especially for SMEs. SMEs struggling with high costs of scaling BI systems. And that skills gap. I think in this year, this is my personal professional opinion. One of the main things that is going to be, it gets mentioned here and there, but I think that one of the main concerns and one of the sound the alarms will be the skills gap. You have a lot of different people. I have this, or they'll, oh, well, I did this, or I do this, but do you have that specific level of knowledge for what you are doing? One of the reasons for these webinars is to make sure that you understand that. Lack of skilled professionals and the challenge of training non-technical staff. So, difficulty hiring data scientists for advanced analytics roles. This is what our world works on. This is what everything that you are doing, somewhere in whatever aspect or whatever business function that you are doing, this is a part of it. Whether you are 1, 2, or 3 degrees separated from there, this is a part of your workflow and a part of your life. This is what we have now. The use cases, objective, predict employee turnover to enable proactive retention strategies. Employee attrition prediction. So a simple explanation, use data science to identify patterns and predict which employees are likely to leave, allowing for timely interventions. Core AI technologies, predictive modeling, machine learning, data analytics. Our example, HR departments predicting employee turnover, implementing retention programs based on insights. And learning highlights, data-driven decision making for improving employee retention and engagement. How much money does it cost to train an employee? You spent that money hiring the employee, you've trained that employee, the employee leaves, you have to pay when the employee leaves also. Then you have to pay for that new employee. You also have to pay to go out there and look for new employees. All that cost that's tied into that. We have to work much better and much smarter. Modeling the data. After cleaning and exploring data, we apply machine learning techniques to build predictive or classification models. This phase transforms raw data into actionable insights, solving real world business problems efficiently, effectively. So let's go. Let's validate assumptions. Ensure alignment with real world data. We'll interpret the results, analyze predictions for insights. Next, we'll optimize model. Fine tune parameters for improvement. Choose algorithm. Select appropriate algorithm for the task. Train the model. Use data to teach the model. Evaluate the model. Access performance metrics. Now, we'll look at it. And as I gave it out of order. So I want you to go and look at the workflow from here. Let's take a moment, so that we do have the standardized understanding of how it is flowing and each step that's being taken. All right. I wanted to thank you for this for this webinar and include a few things there. So the evolution from static to intelligent, and the traditional workflow, intelligent workflow, the input, structured data forms, and the unstructured data that we have. All right, now we'll take some time to answer some questions.
Thank you, Ronald. That was very informative. And I know everyone's looking forward to the Q&A session, so go ahead and start putting your questions in the questions panel. And while you're doing that, I'd like to pass the presentation rights over to Neha Kumari, our product marketing manager, who's going to introduce you to our wonderful and amazing promotions and webinar related courses.
Hello, welcome and thank you. I hope you've all received the event handout, which is a great resource to guide you through today's session. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us for this masterclass. Whether you are in healthcare, finance, marketing, or any other sector, AI driven data solutions are transforming the way businesses unlock value, streamline operations, and drive innovation. We pride ourselves on delivering AI cert trainings through our network of 3,300 plus certified instructors, all active experts in their fields. At Netcom, we've been empowering businesses worldwide since 1998 with cutting edge solutions that accelerate organizational growth and innovation. Our headquarters are located in the heart of New York City, and we are proud to offer worldwide delivery capabilities to support our global clients. Inside the handout you've received, there's a link to access the session recording for today's masterclass. This gives you the chance to revisit the material or dive deeper into any concepts you'd like further clarification on. Now, let's take a look at some of the latest AI cert courses available. They are divided by roles to help you choose the right path based on your career needs. I encourage you to click on the hyperlinks in the handout to explore the official course documentation and gain a deeper understanding of each offering. It's important to note that all our courses are taught by subject matter experts. Additionally, you'll enjoy perks like 180 days of access to virtual labs, 90 days of class recordings, and access to the Netcom 365 portal. You'll even have the option to repeat classes for free within a specific period if you miss a session or wish to review a topic. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you and your organization achieve your learning and business goals. We have exciting upcoming schedules that you won't miss out. Here are some of them. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you achieve your learning and business goals. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. As a part of your journey, we also recommend exploring these valuable marketing assets to further enhance your AI knowledge and skills. Learn about the Learning Passport and flexible team training packages we offer. For organizations with complex, geographically distributed teams, we offer the Learning Passport. This flexible solution allows you to consolidate your training funds for up to 12 months, unlocking tremendous value, including up to 100% additional value on your funds. With the Learning Passport, you get unlimited access to over 4,000 authorized training courses. If your team has ongoing skilling requirements, this is an incredibly cost effective solution to meet your learning needs year round. Additionally, the Learning Passport also includes access to certifications, virtual events, blogs, webinars, and special promotional offers available on our website. It's your one stop solution for building a smarter workforce. And finally, be sure to check out Russell Sardar's latest book. As CEO of Netcom Learning, Russell has written a powerful framework to help organizations build smarter workforces, adapt to change, and drive growth in this rapidly evolving business environment. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Thank you for joining us today. With the right knowledge and skills, you can lead your organization to success and stay ahead in an AI driven world. Stay tuned for more updates and exciting learning opportunities from Netcom Learning. Together, we'll shape the future.
Thanks so much for guiding us through that information, Neha. And now we're going to go ahead and jump right into our question and answer session. If you haven't yet, it's not too late to pop your questions into the question panel. And as we start our Q&A sessions, we're also going to launch a quick poll that we want to invite you to participate in. Doing so helps us to know how we can better serve you by telling us who might be interested in more information or in taking some additional training. In addition, we have a lot more informative webinars coming up, so please go to netcomlearning.com/webinars in order to register. First question is, how do we decide which workflow is the right one to start with for AI?
We'll start with workflows that hit three criteria: high impact, high friction, and repeatability. So you look for manual and repetitive tasks, something like document processing, customer support triage, bottlenecks slowing down operations, high volume decisions with some variability, not purely rule based. Areas where errors are costly or consistency matters. A simple way to prioritize business value: will this save money, time, or improve outcomes? Feasibility: do we have data and access? And the risk: what happens if the AI is wrong? So, good first projects usually assistive, not fully autonomous. AI suggests actions versus taking them. All right. Next question.
Second question, what's the minimum data readiness needed before we apply AI to a workflow?
You don't need perfect data, but you do need usable signal. Minimum baseline: digitized data, not trapped in paper or scattered systems. Consistent structure or patterns, even if messy. Enough examples to represent real scenarios, not just edge cases. Clear definition: what counts as correct or successful. Helpful but not required. Fully labeled data sets. Modern AI can work with weak supervision or human in the loop. Perfect cleanliness. Some noise is okay. Now, the red flags: data is siloed or inaccessible, no historical record or decision outcomes, and no way to validate the AI outputs. All right. Next question.
Next question, how is an intelligent workflow different from the automation or RPA tools we already use?
All right. Well, think of it this way: traditional automation, RPA, rule based, if X equals do Y, works with a structured data, breaks when inputs change, executes tasks. Intelligent workflow, AI driven, context aware, probabilistic. It handles unstructured data such as text and images, adapts variations, interprets, decides, and executes. It learns and improves over time. So let me give you an example. RPA extracts invoice data from a fixed template. AI workflow: read any invoice format, detects anomalies, and then flags the risk. All right, next question.
And the final question is, how do we keep humans in control while still benefiting from AI driven decisions?
Well, use a human in the loop. So, or again, the human on the loop, the human in the loop. The key strategies: confidence thresholds. High confidence equals auto process. Low confidence, route to human review. Approval gates. AI suggests, human approves for critical decisions. And making sure that it's audible, that you can have that audit. The log decisions, inputs, and reasoning where possible. Make sure that you have something implemented to override the artificial intelligence. Humans can correct or reverse the AI decisions easily. Progressive autonomy. Start with an assistive AI. Gradually increase the automation as trust builds. Feedback loops. Use human corrections to improve the model over time. All right. So the automation doing the task faster, the AI workflows making better decisions within those tasks, and the human setting the direction, handling ambiguity, and managing the risk. Making sure that there's that human oversight in artificial intelligence, and making sure that you have everyone properly trained. I want to thank you again for attending this webinar. And I hope that you take everything that you heard from me today, interactions with the artificial intelligence, and utilize this for your organization.
Once again, I want to remind you that as you leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to help us by taking a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience as we are constantly looking at how we can improve our future sessions. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. We want to thank all of you for joining us today, and if you do come up with any additional questions, feel free to send them to webinar@netcomlearning.com at any time. We hope that you found today's webinar informative, and we look forward to seeing you back here with us soon. Feel free to tell your friends and colleagues about our webinars and other courses. Have a great day, everyone.